with the Browns on the clock, you think Sam Darnold's a better fit?
Fit. You know, and that's a hard one to explain. I'll go to a couple things here. I'll talk about Andy Dalton first. You know, Andy Dalton plays the game, to me, similar in fashion to the way Sam Darnold does. And Hugh Jackson had a lot of success with Andy Dalton. That's why he's a head coach in Cleveland. I believe that Sam, and look, I haven't talked to Sam about this, and I do not want to insult Sam, but, you know, Sam didn't get all the acclaim that Josh did growing up. He wasn't the #1 ranked player in the country, so maybe there's a little bit of an underdog mentality buried deep in there that maybe would benefit Cleveland. So that's what I meant. There, you know, for certain players, there's certain teams that fit them, and there's certain teams that don't fit them. And I think that I think Josh would be wildly successful in Cleveland, but I think Sam's a really good fit there.
Well, I mean,
I still think Josh is the best player, the most NFL-ready player that I've ever been around.
Week 1. Well,
and week 1, day 1. I'm gonna tell you what. You draft him, put him in the huddle as a starter the first day. Don't mess around. Just put him in the huddle, challenge him, and he will take the reins and he will go.
And I said, you know, I started this conversation with you, Jim Mora, saying how you've been part of this show since the beginning. What, 2 years ago, right?
2 years ago.
On this show, when you said that Rosen could be the #1 overall pick in the draft with Winston and Mariota.
And Goff too.
And Goff.
Okay, do you remember
all
when,
of those guys?
After Josh's freshman year, Jared Goff was drafted #1 by the Rams. Turned out to be a great pick. I mean, the guy is an up-and-coming rising star, and especially with Sean there. And now Jed Fish, former Michigan guy, is there and doing great things with the Rams. I made the statement, I said, I believe that Josh Rosen would have been the best quarterback in the draft that year. I'm not coming off of that. As great as Jared Goff has done, I still believe Josh at that time was the most talented, and he's only become more talented. One of the things that really benefited him this year was having Jed Fish, who was our offensive coordinator, who has an NFL background, was the coordinator of the Jacksonville Jaguars, is you know, a guy that has real strong ties with Bill Belichick, able to kind of show Josh what it's going to really take to be an NFL caliber quarterback, not just from a physical standpoint, but from all the other things that you have to do to be successful off the field.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.